I gave up. I was like, I'm doing everything I can, I'm trying, and it just like, it's nothing happening. I feel like, we need more programs for people that's getting out. I mean, they just don't have enough in certain areas to be able to help a lot of people. Social service have been helpful, but at times they be difficult as well, because it's like you have to go through, you can go down there and sign up for stuff like for transportation, and you got to be this age, you got to have this, you got to have that. Social service as well, for as applying for assistance or food stamps or whatever. You have to show like 2 months check stub. If the people call there, if social service was to call there and they talk to the owner of the place and they tell them you haven't been working in 2 months, I feel like you really shouldn't have to, go through the extra step. It's another hoop you have to go through before they even help you. I feel like as well, being incarcerated for a length of time, we need some more like electronic classes, learn how to use the computer, the phones, which I know that's prohibited in there, but it's a way that they can do that. Or they just give you something and you sign out for it every day, you got to turn the phone in or something. I feel like that would help a lot. Pretty much interacting with other people, they should have a class for that. Because you've been around the same guys for a certain amount of years, it's like you quiet, you know what I mean, which is natural to be observant or whatever, but it's just like, I just feel that they, meaning the Department of Correction, should have something for just to say you got such amount of years, say 15 years or 10 years or better. They should start doing something then to try to help us out, instead of waiting to the last minute, or when you go home. For instance, in my case, they just tell me, can I get a ride home? And I'm like, yeah, but what kind of classes have I been through? They got it if you want it, but sometimes it's not what you want, the class that you want to take. Then they're giving out certificates. I mean, it used to be where you can get pretty much get a degree. They stopped all that, so people stopped going to, taking the classes, the courses and everything, the independent study courses rather. And it's nothing I feel like it's nothing there that they got to like uplift the guys that's in there. I mean, it's like really pretty much they look at you like, okay, we're going to deal with these guys that's ready to go home first, and then we'll get back to y'all. I feel like sometimes you got certain organizations or whatnot, or give you like the wrong interpretation of what they're about or what they can do. Like they'll tell you they coming to see your attorney, visit or whatever, and then you never see the people or whatever. I feel like that's a shot blow. It's like, okay, now you tell me this and then I don't see you or I don't hear from you, nothing like that. The Decarceration Project and For the People are the best. I can't say nothing bad about those people. They helped me very much so. They pulled all my records and everything, and they talk like your family, and they look at the best outcome for you as an individual getting out. A lot of the programs I went to, it's like, to me, I felt like it was for homeless people. And there's nothing wrong with the homeless people. I'm just saying they treated you like that. Certain time you gotta eat. You got to go to 3 meetings. If you come back with missing with 2 meetings, they want to write you up about kick you out of the program and stuff like that. And you don't have transportation, so you ripping and running to try to find the AA meetings and NA meetings on your feet. No income because your family can't come and visit you or none of that. So it's like all the guys that was there for a while, they automatically locked in with the person who comes to pick them up. You have churches that come and get guys, but it's already full. So you got a lot of guys just wandering around the street trying to find a program to get to. You on Wilmington Street, and you got to walk all the way to NC State to a meeting. It's just, that was an obstacle, I felt like, for as like, pretty much like, it is what it is. So I know if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. And then the consequences behind it. It's just like sometimes I gave up. I was like, I'm doing everything I can, I'm trying, and it just like, it's nothing happened. And I feel like everybody that's been done 10 years or better should go see some kind of shrink or something. I really do believe that. So that way they can get a chance to take notes and jot down things as well in case something was to happen. This is such and such what I did. I looked over his case. Well, he looked like he's been doing this, and I've been tracking him for such and such, amount of time. They don't do none of that. They don't never do none of that. I don't know. When I got out the last time, I went to get an apartment, apply for an apartment. I paid the application fee and everything. I go back a couple days later, the woman said, you got good news and bad news. She was like, what do you want first? I said, it don't matter. So she was like, I reckon I didn't have any credit. She said, well, your credit is good, but we don't rent to felons. Okay, so now there goes a problem with that. Okay, where else they got low planned apartments at? In the projects or close to the projects. If you're trying to get yourself together, you don't want to try to put yourself back in that environment there as well. They don't. I feel like they need to do something with housing as well. If it ain't nothing but a house or whatever, and you just save your money, you pay your little rent to stay there or whatever, but you get your money, put your money in the bank. They give you a chance to get your money and put it in the bank, and then they will help place you in apartments. They don't do none of that stuff. And that's another key. Like I say, I'm 56 years old. I'm with my mom. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying, this is my chance now to try to help her and try to get myself together.